In Chicago Fire Season 14, Episode 6, Violet and Novak must make a crucial decision when they are stalled in traffic and have a patient to save. Will everything go according to plan? Pascal asks Severide to accompany him for the day, even though Kid and Severide are scheduled to be off this shift. Kid believes that this is a positive thing, but Pascal's thoughts are often difficult to discern. Pascal will probably want to make sure Severide is prepared to climb the leadership ladder in addition to simply checking in on Severide in 51. He had, after all, persuaded Herman to accompany him on a significant call for the same reason. In the meantime, Vasquez determines that it's time to visit a particular man. Indeed, he will encounter the widower of the slain woman, and he doesn't skirt the subject. When the man refuses to talk to Vasquez, it's not all that shocking. And even when Vasquez tries to counter, there must be a limit. I get that Vasquez wants to support his father, but the man is mourning, and Ray allowed the man who killed his wife to get away with it. Violet and Novak receive a call from Chicago Fire that they are initially unable to resolve. Every chief is conversing with every other chief. There are names of firefighters arriving to lessen the workload of paramedics, and Robinson and Pascal have been conversing. It's critical that this succeeds since things are becoming more difficult for Violet and her co-workers, and more are quitting because of burnout. When Isaiah shows up concerned about his mother after conducting some internet research, Kid and Severide are still the foster parents he needs. Instead of instructing him not to Google things like that, they explicitly state that they will call his mother's doctor and discuss everything. It's quite difficult to avoid doing so. They are there to help him in whatever manner they can. When Vasquez eventually tells someone at Firehouse 51, it's Novak, who is interested in the reason behind his inquiry regarding medical records. Violet and Novak receive a call that leads them to a residence where a woman has fallen through a skylight while taking down Halloween decorations. He just says that it was about his dad. The wounds don't match the amount of blood. We don't realize the woman has an artery in her wrist until Novak moves her arm. In an emergency, stuck in traffic, Novak learns that her father was abducted during COVID and never returned home, while Violet is too agitated to take the patient's daughter. This woman can't resist giving in since she knows what it's like to lose a parent. They become stuck in traffic at this point, and they won't be moving anytime soon. Violet will need to come up with a different strategy because traffic is backed up for blocks. Naturally, in the AMBO, things grow considerably worse because it emerges out that the airway may have been damaged and the neck cut is far deeper than first believed. The daughter begins to panic while Violet and Novak must decide what to do while stranded in traffic. Violet didn't want her to travel with them because of this. Vasquez returns to the firehouse to contact Cliff. If he doesn't keep an eye on himself, a restraining order will be issued. If they don't handle this carefully, it won't assist Ray's case. It appears that Kid and Severide are being mistreated. Kid is, as Severide must leave to see Pascal. It turns out that there is a problem with the facility Isaiah's mother is in, and because no one else would speak up for her, Kid must. Firehouse 51 executes a spectacular save. Everyone is familiar with Firehouse 51. They always come up with a solution rather than merely staring at an issue and moving on. While everyone cooperates to get the patient down to the truck so they can be transported to med, Vasquez goes onto the board knowing that one mistake might kill the patient. In order to swing the board, they even call in some civilians. Novak and the daughter are left with the ambulance when Violet leaves with Truck 81. The daughter wants to leave, of course, but Violet won't change her mind. Back at City Hall, Pascal and Severide compliment Annette on her assistance, which is well-deserved. I firmly believe that there will be a spark, and she's not bad for a politician. Whether Truck 81 can reach med in time is now the question. Vasquez did his job, and it certainly appears to be the case. Upon returning to the firehouse, he finds a message from Cliff, who has made the decision to discuss Ray. Given what we know about Chicago Fire's writing, this development is not shocking. When Novak runs into the doctor who was treating her patient at med at the gym, he informs her that the patient was still undergoing surgery when he departed. The daughter turned out to be the issue, and she needed to be controlled.